Hello, Mila. Greetings from Toronto.
Why, hello. I feel like we're on a Toronto run. I guess I didn't realize it. We're like, yeah, we're going through Toronto. Hello, Toronto.
Oh, good to have you back in virtually anyways.
Okay.
Mila, you were so good in this. And honestly, I have to say, I was a big fan of the book. My heart was always breaking for Ani. And I wanted to know, what connected you, not just to this story, but her, because
Yeah.
thank God you're nothing like her in real life.
What if I was like, well, I think that I think the one main thing about her is, to me, insanely relatable, but I truly believe it is as relatable to anybody, regardless of sex or gender. I do. I think the idea of who we put forward, who we think we want people to see us as, who we think is the better version of ourselves versus who it is that we are deep down inside, is always at a constant battle with us. And there's no human on this planet that doesn't say that there's two versions of themselves. There's something inside of your brain that you're constantly battling with, whether you listen to it or not. There is an internal dialogue. There is a version of yourself out there that you're either suppressing or allowing, whatever it is, however, it is always there. And in this particular script, what I thought was most fun is the fact that not only do you get to see it, you get to hear it. So you see her either act upon that inner dialogue, but you also get to hear the inner dialogue, and you get to understand the struggle, because she doesn't always listen to it. It is very much like a conversation that she's almost having within herself. There's a whole other person that is dying to get out that she will not allow. And that was very relatable.
Yeah, but here she is who she is because of the major traumas she's endured in her life.
Yeah.
And, you had to have done some pretty extensive research, and just because, you're tackling something that is important to, unfortunately, a lot of people out there.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me a little bit about that and how you had to prepare, not just, physically, mentally for this.
Sure. I think the why in all of us is always different. I think how we got to where we got will be our own individual stories, but there's always a why. And so that's the easiest relatability to me. Like, that's an incident. It's not who she is. It doesn't define who she is, and it should never define who she is, but it will mold who she becomes.
Right.
And that's a very specific difference, I think, in I hope people realize that there's things that will all happen to all of us. We all have something that happened to us that molded us to become to where we are today, that sculpted us to be, that created these thoughts and ideas and that we have today. It's an incident that happened. It's not who she is. So identifying that part, and that I actually learned from, I did a film called 4 Good Days with Glenn Close, where I played a drug addict, and having gone through that with people, I learned about that. Like, it is not who you are, what you do, like that doesn't define you. It shouldn't define you. It can mold you, and it can have long lasting effects, and there's repercussions to all of it, but you can't just be that one thing.
Yeah.
So,
you were amazing. Yeah, you were amazing in that one.
Thank you. But I think that's kind of where it all kind of started, this idea of like trauma and me understanding trauma. Knock on wood, I don't have that, right? And so me starting to understand what trauma is and that whole world, and also labels. I think that the other thing that this movie does is understanding the idea of how quickly we as society put labels on people, because those labels make sense to us.
Yes,
it's something that we can deal with. So so the idea of like survivor versus victim, that was something that I was really curious about understanding. And that was one of the things that I rabbit holed into. But as far as like tapping into my own self for the incident, that is an act, right? Like that is an act. I didn't need to tap into that to be able to feel or act it. It's an act. Yeah. But the long lasting effects was the more fun part.
Yeah, well, God, I wish I had way more time to talk to you. But
sorry, I feel like I'm super rambly. I apologize.
No. Listen, it's on top of it all, it's an important film because it deals with a lot of very important issues. So there's no question about that. But I cannot wait for the next season of Family Guy. I cannot believe you've been doing that for 23 years. I
have to tell you, I'm always confused as to what season you're about to see versus what we started recording. Right. I just started recording the new season. So there's so in a year and a half, I just recorded an episode. I swear to you, if we don't get canceled, if this episode gets on the air I will be shocked. Remember this conversation. There's an episode that's going to air in a year and a half.
All right.
That's all Meg. I won't say what happens to Meg. It's a lot of Meg. Meg has a moment. Okay. She has a moment once a season. Okay. This season opens up with a Meg moment. That is so offensive to so many people. Guys, it's okay. We're just taking down everybody. I am dying to see how I'll know by the end of like this season what I will have to re-record. I'm sure. I'm happy you like it. And just in case you thought Family Guy there's no more people left to offend, they found them. They found more people to offend. And boy, are they going after them. And I was like, ooh, Lord. And then there's another episode that's going to be your season's episode. Oh God, what can I tell you? Meg gets married to somebody. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
That's a fact. I mean, I was like, what are you do? How we're going to be canceled? Like we're going to get canceled by now another country. Okay. This is like a whole other, just you wait, enjoy the absurd.
Oh, Mila, I love you so much. Honestly, my dream come true one day is to sit at a table read for that show. Anyway, thank you so much.
I'm going to make this dream come true because we have them all the time.
Well,
so next time you're in LA.
We are connecting. Next time in
next time it's on Zoom. Would it suffice you to do it on Zoom? Would you be okay with the Zoom one?
I would pay money for that, Mila. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna leave your number here with however this magic happens. Okay, I don't even know who's pressing buttons. Leave it. I will put you on a Zoom virtual table read.
You are the best. Listen, thank you so much for your time. I love you. You're amazing in this, and congratulations. Honestly, best of luck to you. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.